What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with breaking news from the WNBA CBA negotiations. It looked like the league has offered the young ladies a 30-day extension. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to New York. Let's get it. Let's go. And we finna jump right into this thing. So as of right now, news has broken from Alexa over at ESPN about 5 minutes ago, guys, that what did I tell y'all earlier? I told you. I stated I knew that they was going to get some type of...
Okay, so Caitlin Clark just dropped a bomb. She's basically saying a big players union rep totally lied about her being involved in these super important WNBA talks. This is huge, right? The whole future of the league, and even Clark's crazy career, all feels like it's hanging by a thread. Commissioner Kathy Angel-Burt tried this desperate last-minute offer, a 30-day extension, but it's just making things worse. It looks like the players with these new leagues popping up aren't even thinking about compromising. So, Angel-Burt's plea, it just feels like it's going nowhere.
Time to face reality, guys. It is time to face reality. 2026 WNBA season is cooked. It's cooked where it's cooked like Thanksgiving food. It's all cooked. It is over. It's done. Finito. There will be no 2026 WNBA season. As it seems, we were hoping for a 60-day extension because we know the October 31st deadline is 3 days away. No extension has been signed. The last time that there was CBA negotiations
Listen, that October 31st deadline for the WNBA is coming up fast. It's like a ticking time bomb for a potential lockout or player strike. Can you imagine? It would just completely crush all the amazing momentum Caitlin Clark has built. What's crazy is we just heard from ESPN that Commissioner Angel-Burt only offered a 30-day extension to keep talking. That's a super short window, especially compared to the 60-day extensions they've done before. It really shows how urgent this is and just how far apart the players in the league are right now. Everyone's dug in, and the stakes are incredibly high, not just for players' money, but for the whole sport itself.
Oh, guys, that what did I tell y'all earlier? I told you. I stated I knew that they was going to get some type of extension. That is what I said. Now, I thought that they was going to get an extension for the 2023 negotiation, but it looked like they has offered the players a 30-day extension to continue negotiations for a new CBA agreement. It says time is ticking for a resolution one way or another, with Friday being the deadline. Now, this news is...
Okay, think back to 2019. We had similar CBA talks then, but there was no Caitlin Clark, no superstar bringing in all those new viewers and casual fans. Fast forward to now, and the league is riding this huge wave of popularity, all thanks to even with critics, maybe some of her own peers going against her, she pushed through and totally ignited a new era for the WNBA. But here's the thing. If viewership starts to drop and fan interest fades, the league seriously need to reset. Only a new deal can save them. A lockout would just totally these players. Snuff out that fire Clark started and send the sport way backward. The pressure on Angel-Burt must be insane. They really can't afford to mess this up.
2026 season. Let's break it down. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, hype the video, man. Let's go. I'm pissed. I wanted to see Caitlin Clark absolutely destroy these ladies this season. I was ready to watch her cook them. Now, you're telling me we can't even get an extension done. This is wild. Let's head to Carly Bell's Twitter. Shout out to her. She said, could have almost guaranteed that the CBA wouldn't be resolved by October 31st. I think we all pretty much could agree on that.
Sources are saying that players might actually consider an extension, but only if the situation is totally right. And get this, those right circumstances just aren't there yet. That's a huge sign of broken trust and terrible communication. This isn't some small detail. It's a defiant move by the players. It shows they have some really deep-seated issues that haven't been dealt with. They're not just asking for more time. They want a fundamental change in how things work. Angelbert's offer was supposed to push away worries about a lockout or strike, but rejecting it just shows there's a much bigger, riskier game going on here. The fact that an extension was even offered really highlights how vulnerable the league is right now.
It says time is ticking for a resolution one way or another, with Friday being the deadline. Now, this news is like literally right off the press right now. I have not seen this article from ESPN. Like I stated, this thing has just dropped just now. Let's see here. It stated the WNBA has offered players a 30-day extension to continue negotiations for the new collective bargaining agreement, sources told ESPN on Tuesday. An extension before the current season.
Now, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver just last week was super confident there wouldn't be any lockout. But honestly, his words sound pretty empty right now, especially with the WNBA on the absolute brink. It makes you wonder, did Silver really underestimate how much trouble the WNBA was in internally? Or is this whole situation just spiraling way faster than even he expected? A WPA rep actually confirmed on the Athletic podcast that negotiations haven't moved an inch, painting a really grim picture. This isn't just a stalemate, it's a total breakdown in communication. It makes you seriously doubt there will be any quick fix. Silver's earlier confidence, yeah, that looks totally misplaced as things just keep getting worse.
In my opinion, I think it'd be foolish to not sign an extension, but I understand what the power of not signing one can do. Listen, the ladies in the PA and Unrivaled, Bree Stewart and Nafis Collier and all of them, they are feeling like they can hold the W's feet to the fire and force their hand to give them what they want. No season, no extension is better for Unrivaled because that's where all the players are going to be. You already know that players have already agreed to contracts with Project B.
The league's future. It's basically a really high-stakes poker game, and the players are convinced they've got the winning hand. Everyone's saying they need these ladies because the WNBA relies so much on its star power, especially with Caitlin Clark drawing in so many fans. Over 1 million views on the finals alone. That just proves the league has this incredible momentum right now. Something they absolutely cannot afford to lose. If there's a strike, it would be so hard to recover, setting the sport back years. Financially, the consequences are huge. The league could seriously decline if they don't get a deal done soon. This is pure business, and WNBA leadership knows they cannot let this whole thing just die out.
Now, the buzz that they got now is something like this league has never, ever seen before. We're talking superstar player Caitlin Clark transitioning this game to the casual fan, making the casual fan want to tune in. And what did they do? Hurt her, pushed her, went against her. And guess what? Now they at a pivotal moment right now because fans are leaving. The views are dropping. Just look at the content creators right now. Look at everybody's channel right now. I can promise you the interest is not what it was a few months ago. Around this time last year during the offseason.
The biggest sticking point right now is definitely revenue share. WNBA players are demanding to be treated the same as NBA players when it comes to getting a piece of the pie. Adam Silver talked about bigger salaries, but he's totally against a direct revenue share model. He argues it's about measuring growth, not just splitting revenue. This is a huge clash of ideas, showing a fundamental disagreement on what players are actually worth and how they should be paid. The league sees players' salaries as separate from the total money coming in, and that just makes the athletes furious. They're fighting for more than just a paycheck. They want a piece of the financial success they help create. This gap between their philosophies, it feels impossible to bridge.
Is being signed. We watched the Players Association troll Adam Silver on Instagram, and then we saw the NBA get hit with a crazy gambling thing that's trickling down into the WNBA. Now the WNBA injury reporting being investigated. All of these things are happening. Adam Silver has a meeting with the feds on the 31st. You think an extension or a deal with the WNBA is about to be signed on the 31st? Come on, let's be serious here. Let's be serious here. The NBA is the real moneymaker. He needs to get that resolved with the feds first. Not being worried. He's not worried.
And get this, the Players Association, especially some reps like Nika Agwick, are being accused of using Caitlin Clark's name just for their own gain. Clark herself supposedly snapped, saying she knew absolutely nothing about these talks until it was announced publicly. This completely goes against what was claimed about her being involved in private discussions with Commissioner Angel Bird. For a superstar to publicly accuse her own union rep of lying, that's an explosive development. It really shows how deep the internal problems are and the insane level of distrust. This whole thing just casts a massive shadow over negotiations, making it look like there are some serious manipulative tactics going on.
Now they're at a pivotal moment right now because fans are leaving. The views are dropping. Look at the content creators right now. Look at everybody's channel right now. I can promise you the interest is not what it was a few months ago. Around this time last year during the offseason, the interest was still high in this whole W thing. With everything that has transpired with Caitlin Clark this year, they need this thing to keep going. They need a reset button. They need a reset button for the attention and for the popularity of this league. A lockout could systematically hurt these women.
This whole alleged manipulation thing also ties into the leverage players feel they have now. You see, with new leagues like Unrivaled and Project B popping up, WNBA stars are apparently signing deals outside the regular league setup. These other options give players the power to basically say, look, until you give us what we want, we're not playing. This changes the game completely. It's a powerful bargaining chip they didn't have before. Players are imagining a future where they can make money from the WNBA, Project B, and Unrivaled. That makes a lockout a lot less scary for them financially. The WNBA's desperation is really clear as it tries to keep up with these new emerging options.
Additionally, they could let the agreement expire and enter into a status quo period. It is possible that if the agreement expires and no extension is reached, either side could announce intentions to enter a work stoppage, with the owners possibly locking out the players or the players going on strike. The owners want to have a season. The players feel like they have other options. And it benefits, they feel like they have the leverage to say, hey, until you got.
So the WNBA's problems actually go way beyond just these CBA talks. The NBA is caught up in this crazy gambling scandal, and it's even led to an investigation into WNBA injury reporting. Get this. Commissioner Adam Silver has a critical meeting with federal authorities on October 31st, which is the exact same day as the WNBA deadline. This huge external distraction means Silver, who's the ultimate decision maker here, is probably super focused on the NBA's much bigger financial crisis. That's definitely sidelining the WNBA's urgent needs. The timing just couldn't be worse. The league is dealing with an internal rebellion, while its parent organization is facing a major scandal. Angel Berg is really fighting an uphill battle on so many different fronts right now.